let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine, let your love light shine. Let your light shine.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. How y'all doing today? I love it. The CSL crowd. Guys, this beautiful smiling faces. My name is Charles Woolfork. I'll be doing the morning announcements this morning. I'm the new guy on the board, the rookie on the board. I love serving here at the Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. I don't know. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, first things first, we're going to turn off our cells. That's right, no ringtones during the service. I hate that. Goodness gracious, turn off your cells right now. Being a little stern on you. Turn them off. Yes, indeed. All right, you don't want that. All right. After service today, you can get conversations and bevs with our very popular Rap with the Revs. Yes, indeed, Rap with the Revs. After service today, get a chance to meet leadership and get to know the other members of the community. Just great for conversation and also remembering who we are and that spirit within us. Also, We're in the Money workshop is still going on, ladies and gentlemen. It's going on strong. 2 more Thursdays. Just 2 more Thursdays, ladies and gentlemen. You're missing out on your opportunity. Thursdays at 6 p.m., $20 per class. We're going to get rid of this lack consciousness. Oh, my goodness. It's the worst thing ever. Getting rid of that lack consciousness and getting to know how valuable you are so you guys can go out and get that value in the market. All right? Go out there and get it. Come jump into your prosperity consciousness. And also, all right, get out. No, the only reason I want to see cell phones is so you can mark your calendars for March 29th, 2019, Kids in Arts, all right, ages 9 through 12. 9 through 12, ladies and gentlemen. All right, please, there's 15 spots available. 15 spots available every Friday for 6 consecutive weeks from 3:30 to 5 p.m. I mean, we know how wonderful they are, and this is going to be absolutely huge. I mean, the tomatoes on the windowsill is just amazing. Oh my gosh! And everything from everything from dance to drawing, and of course, you know, Patrick. He's just phenomenal. Oh my goodness, incredible. Yeah, and it is free. Yes, it is free for kids. Yes, for kids. Marion, goodness gracious, not everybody can come, and not those who have spiritual, those spiritual kids. No. So this is a free program provided by a grant from the Stanley Foundation. Please, if you have anyone that's, a lot of the public schools don't have arts programs. So if you guys know anyone that does like the arts in public schools or any school for that matter, please ask them to come by and to express themselves freely here at the Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the stars of our show, Rev Rita and Rev Patrick.
Charles, what do you want? No, watch out, don't trip on that speaker. Okay.
Charles, are you watching, Michelle? She probably is.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Charles.
I won't say anything. All right. Welcome, everyone. How is everyone? Good? It's been a cold week, huh? Cold week. How cold is it? I don't know. But we like it.
No one feels sorry for us, just to let you know.
Anyway, yeah, nobody's feeling sorry for us on the mainland, I can tell you that. Anyway, welcome, and we're going to take a moment to light our peace candles. So let's just take all that beautiful energy and center it within, and know that we center together in the heart that beautiful energy of peace radiates out into the world. And so I know as we have taken this single moment and celebrated peace within our hearts, within ourselves, within this room, I know that peace radiates out right here and right now. And so it is. We have a little song.
Send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love up to the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the sea. I send my joy up to the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my peace over the mountains. I send my peace over the sea. I send my peace up to the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love up to the heavens, and it returns to me.
Thank you, Maria Christina. And thank you, Karen Drucker, for writing that beautiful chant. Okay.
Well, hello again, everyone. Aloha.
Aloha.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind us where we were.
So here we are, Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, going into its 6th year wow. I just like am astounded by that. And moving into the consciousness of our next expansion, a year and a half from now, we have to be out of this building. So we are growing, and we are working on that all together. So we're growing because we're part of this beautiful, amazing thing called spirit, called life, called source, that is constantly growing and constantly expanding. We can't help it. We don't stay the same. So we have that source and that power within each of us in our own individual lives, individually and then collectively. So we're always in for expansion and growth and learning something new and having a new thought in every moment, and knowing that as we think from that highest place of infinite intelligence, of love, of passion, that there is nothing that we cannot do. So I thank you for being here today and being part of that consciousness and that thing called life and celebrating with us. Mahalo. Yeah.
And if you just walked in, that's Maria Cristina over there on the keyboards, and Luis will be joining her with some wonderful beats of the drum, and that's the beautiful Reverend Rita. And we,
The handsome Reverend Patrick.
thank you. I just said thank you. Yes, somebody had to say it. Thank you, Sue. So, who is here for the very first time and agrees that I'm handsome? No. Who is here for the? You know, it's just who I am, man. Just who I am. Who's here for the first time? I can see. Oh, yeah. Who else? Oh, there you go. Well, here's the good news. Charles left it up here for us. We have some information on you that we would like to share with everyone in the room. Who knows what it is? It's my first look at it too. So, but we know something about you. We want to share it. Shall we do that? I think everybody that's in your program? Okay, good. Okay. You are magnificent.
You are magnificent.
Yes, you are. And guess what? I bet you wonder how we knew that. It wasn't because of Charles. It was really because we know that about ourselves. So our belief is that if we know that about ourselves, we have to see it in every single person, place, and thing that we come across. It is always God meeting God, magnificence meeting magnificence, peace meeting peace. And so that's how we know it about you. So can we say that together? Yeah. I am magnificent. And if you thought that was all that was happening, there is oh so much more. Behind you, there's a camera that is documenting everything we do. It's called live streaming. And guess what? We know for a fact, for those of you that know them, but Carrie and Michael sent me a note saying, we're tuning in today. So they're out there. Oh my gosh. Rita, who else is out there? Anyone you know? Sherry
so many
and Tom?
people, probably Betsy.
Yeah. Everybody. But anyway, this isn't the Romper Room show. What this really is that we see all of you beautiful people.
Oh, Michelle is probably
Oh, Michelle, that's right. So anyway, let them know who they are so they don't feel left out of this live stream. You are magnificent, and we mean it. So can you say to each other, say to somebody, just do something. Let them know who they are. They're magnificent. You are magnificent. Diane's magnificent. Adara's magnificent. Coming over here. Luis is magnificent. You two are absolutely magnificent. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, so let's get on our feet and let's have this magnificent opening. And Marion and Glenn are back with their magnificent selves.
Why is my mic not on? Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh.
I know the truth about you. I see the power within you. I know that love surrounds you. Everything is alright. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine on brightly. Everything is alright.
That's the dance part.
I see you dripping with abundance in me. I see you with joy in the life that you please. Playful at work, creative with play. I see you with gratitude every day. And I say, I know the truth about you. I see the power within you. I know that love surrounds you. Everything is alright. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine on brightly. Everything is alright.
So there is no hiding, my friends. We know the truth about you, and we know the truth about ourselves in every moment. That there is this expression, there is this thing called love, there is this thing called God, good. Call it whatever you want. It needs no name, because it is all names. And that is who and what we are in every moment. So as we move and we breathe and we allow this power to just flow through us, as us, that is the power. And we have come together to remember who and what we are, and that is good, that is God. So we have come here with this consciousness, and we don't leave it in here. We let it go out there, and we celebrate together our true identity, the real truth about each and every one of us, and that is that we are magnificent times a million. That is who we are. Let's celebrate. Can I hear yes? Yes. We are celebrating. Can I hear yes? Yes, we are. So we just say to that, thank you, thank you, thank you, mahalo. We let it be, we let it go, as together we say. And so it is.
I know the truth about you. I see the power within you. I know that love surrounds you. Everything is alright. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine all brightly. Everything is alright. I know the truth about you. I see the power within you. I know that love surrounds you. Everything is alright. I know the truth about you. I see the light within you. Just let it shine all brightly. Everything is alright. Everything is alright.
Okay, I invite everybody to just relax and sit down in that chair that's holding you up. Source itself holding you up. Feel like you're in the palm of the hand of God. Just sitting comfortably in your chair. Just invite you to relax and close your eyes and breathe. And I'm going to leave you with a meditation here, a quote. Wholeness is not something that happens one day. It is that which is already present. Wholeness is not something that happens one day. It is that which is already present. Wholeness is not something that happens one day. It is that which is already always present. And from this place of wholeness, from this one mind, this mind that I call God, I know that this mind is all there is. And I accept that. And I am one with that as I recognize in that wholeness, there is peace. There is happiness. There is joy. There is well-beingness. There is freedom. And because I know this for me, I know this for each and every one of you, that there is happiness right where you stand. There is happiness right where I stand. And so I look for happiness in everything because I am that. And I look for joy in everything because I am that. And I look for beauty in everything because I am that. And I claim it. I claim the feeling of it. In every area of my life, in my creative expression, in my relationships, in health, in abundance, happiness. I look to happiness. I look to power because I like power. I look to clarity because I like clarity. All of these things make me feel happy. And I know that happiness is a direct line to the presence of wholeness, which is already right here, right now. And so, knowing this, I give great gratitude and appreciation for the ongoing love that just permeates my entire being, constantly, always there, never leaving me. And so I release my word, the word, into the law of being that chimes yes, 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 let me give you more. As I release my word into that law, as together we say, and so it is.
Thank you, Stephanie. We have a new chant today, and we're just going to start it. All right. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. Thank you. Thank you. I might call you back up here, so stay near Louise. Okay. That song, it comes from the words, I'm not sure if it's Emma Curtis Hopkins. I heard that it was Ernest Holmes, right? And then somebody said Emma Curtis Hopkins. I go, no, that's not. But that particular version of that was written by Etika Luckett and Lisa Ferraro, and it has a whole like chorus. And I know we're going to work into it so we can do the whole thing. That's my goal. But right now we had Maria on harmony and us singing the melody, which is great. How many people have problems with the word God here? I mean, people that come to religious science sometimes do. Raise your hands, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, because we have a background that with that word was, it for some of us, what, meant that there was this, some being up in the sky somewhere, some father that was very judgmental and got angry at us and all of that. But we don't, I'm just reiterating this, in the science of mind and spirit, that's not our God. And everybody has their own God, and nobody should take anybody's gods away from them unless you can give them a better one. And really, in reality, you can't give anyone a better God than the one they have, because the God you have is your God, right? So my God is not a judgmental God. My God is the divine presence. It's not a person. It's a presence that lives through all of creation. It's a feeling, it's source, it's the energy, the creator that we all came from in that Big Bang. It's that force and that life that sustains everything. So I just wanted to clear that up because we might sing this song again, and I want you to kind of think of it in a different way. But there weren't that many out of you. Now, I have something I want to just ask you. I think it might be Patrick's, but it's all right. All right, I thought I took this one. If what I told you today, if I came to you right now and I told you something, because I was wearing this doctor's coat, would you might believe me more? I mean, how we go to the doctor and he walks in the room, she walks in the room and tells us something, and we think it's the law. I know sometimes when I go to the doctor, I'll feel better just because I made the appointment, right? I think they call it the placebo. Right? So I just wondered if I wore this today, if you'd believe anything I said more. Well, I'm not going to wear it, so. Yeah, I know. So, yeah. Because in reality, I don't really want you to believe what I'm saying, because I'm not here to put beliefs in your head. I'm just going to share with you things that work for me and things that I think, and then you can take it, and if it works for you, you can do whatever you want with it. So, and that's good. Or you might walk out of here and go, wow, whatever she said, I don't believe that at all, and I'm just going back to what I believe because that works for me. But you are all sitting here, and you are my captive audience, so. And we are in a science of mind and spirit church, a religious science church. Is it a church? No, it's a center. We don't even call it a church anymore, because church, when we say the word church, people get all upset too. Like, why did you call it a church? And I'm like, I don't know, because from the time I was born, I went to church, and that's the word I know, but we try not to use these words, but it's just all words, right? It's just like words, words, words. So in our teaching, we believe that the ultimate goal of life is to be a complete freedom from all discord of every nature. I'm going to say that again. We believe that the ultimate goal of life is to be a complete freedom from all discord of every nature, and that this goal is sure to be attained by all. What a promise, right? I mean, it's so beautiful that we believe that that's the ultimate goal of life, to be free of all discord, and that every single solitary person this is attainable for all of us. So why do we see so much discord, right? Well, there's only one life. I want to just go through these words. There's only one life, and that life is everything, right? It's one life. We're all connected in that one life. It's one life. There's not two lives. There's not three lives. There's one life. And we are all individualizing that one life in some way. And we are all a choice in every single solitary moment of how much of that one life, that infinite life, that we want to use and be. I know, it's wonderful, right? It's so exciting to me. And so there's only one life, and it's God's life. We call it God's life. We call it that power's life. And what is God? I just explained it to you what we think God is. You can take whatever that is for yourself, but it's all powerful. There's only one life. It's God's life. And so God's life is all powerful. God's life is magnificent. God's life has everything within it. God's life is the source of all. God's life is perfect, is the next line. That life is perfect. That is what we believe. That life is perfect. There's nothing ever wrong with that life. It's perfect. That's why Stephanie's quote was so great. It was, I have to go back to it now. Wholeness is not something that happens one day. It is that which is already present. So that one life is already perfect. We are all born, we're not taught that way in some philosophies. We're taught that we're born like in sin and all this stuff, but we're not. We're born perfect. We're perfect. We come here perfect. We come here with everything we need in every single solitary moment to live this life in the most beautiful, perfect way. So then that's the next line. You can't finish. You have to finish it because you have to say that life is my life now. So if you really take this statement into your being, there's only one life. That life is God's life. If you want to say love's life or spirit's life, whatever works for you, that life is perfect. That life is my life now. It's already present. And this is the principle that we're talking about this month, which is, and it doesn't just have to do with health, it has to do with everything. And it's the principle of wholeness. This is the principle of wholeness. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. It's called the wholeness paradigm. Have you ever heard that word? Yeah, right? They use it in quantum. I don't know if they use that word in quantum physics, but basically it's common to all religions and to science, which says life is one perfect wholeness. The universe is a unit. God is one. It's one life, and it's wholeness. There is an essential unity that runs through all creation, one source of creative stuff with limitless diverse expressions. Well, that sounds pretty scientific to me. There is, and it comes from the science of mind, there is an essential unity that runs through all of creation, one source of creative stuff with limitless diverse expressions. And you guys and me and all of us, we're those limitless diverse expressions. So, the question is, why do we have so much trouble? Or not all the time, but, a lot of the time. Some of us, more, some of us, we have dilemmas and issues and diseases and all this kind of stuff. So you can answer that question for yourself. I don't really care as much why as I care, because I think if we spend too much time when we're in a dilemma of some sort, asking ourselves why, and start going in and dissecting and going, we used to call it witch hunting, just going in and trying to figure out what we did wrong and all that stuff, that doesn't really serve us. What serves us is to bring ourselves back to this idea that we're already perfect and whole, and to nurse ourselves back from whatever it is, nurture ourselves back, right? So I'm getting kind of maybe philosophical today, but I think I need to start the month off, because since we're going to be talking about wholeness, I found out that the translation of perfect in Aramaic, and Ruth's not here to tell me, but is inclusive of all things. So when Jesus said, "Be ye perfect, as your Father in heaven is perfect," be ye inclusive of all things, even as your Father in heaven is inclusive of all things. So we're inclusive of all things. I think that's beautiful, right? We're perfect. We're inclusive. We have everything we could ever require, and we're all connected. And now, I'm not talking necessarily, when I say the word perfect, sometimes we think oh, perfect. I'm not perfect. I didn't get the perfect score on the test, or I didn't get the perfect, I don't have the perfect body, or I don't have, it's not about that. It's not, I'm sick now, so I'm not perfect. It's not that kind of perfect. It's the perfect that you are, no matter what's going on. You're always perfect. have I said perfect enough? You're always inclusive of all things. So what, so what is healing? Healing isn't fixing something. Healing is revealing that. And that's what we do in our healing circles here. We reveal that. That's what they do in the healing sessions that they have, in the that I've been reading about in the Joe Dispenza stuff. They're revealing their wholeness. They're revealing their wholeness. They're changing their perception of who they are into something new and something that's already been there, because you would not be able to create it if it wasn't already there, because we don't create energy. Energy's there. We just shift and change it and direct it and let it do what we want it to do through us, for us. And we can only do it through us and for us. So I thought this was interesting. Disease, disharmony, and other deficiencies, or they called it the 3 Ds, is the result of a mistaken perception. And the mistaken perception is what? That you're actually whole and you think something's wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you. We went to see the Shadow Box this weekend. Has anybody seen it? It was really beautiful. It was really interesting, all about, I would like to actually read the play. But there was one line at the end, toward the end, that the lover said to his partner, because he had, he had peed on himself and he was feeling awful, and he said, "I'm a mess." And his partner just said, "You're not a mess. You're just wet." And to me, that was the nutshell of the whole thing, that is just an experience. It was so beautiful to just say, no, you're not a mess. You're never a mess. No matter what's going on in your life, you're not a mess. You're just having an experience. Right? I really love that. And anyway, I'm not going to go on too much, but I wanted to tell you, like, you get these things, like, that things are not happening right in your life, or you're experiencing a disease or something like that. And I said, we can't really fix it. We can fix it. I mean, the doctor can take something out and do things, and that's all very helpful and good. And I'm glad we have it, because we're not at a stage in our development, most of us, that we can just say it's gone. And yet people are doing that. So it is I think it's the new millennium. I think it is where we're going. But Ernest Holmes wrote, if one would take the time once a day at least to let go of all that is not true and lay hold of reality with a big R. Let go of doubt, distrust, worry, condemnation, and fear, and lay hold of life in its expression of beauty, truth, and wholeness. His mental congestion would be healed, because it's all about mental congestion. And hold steadfastly to the thought that all of life is in a state of eternal flow. Relax your thought and allow the free flow of the life essence in and through you, and your body will respond to its healing activity. Now, that's Ernest Holmes in 1927 or whenever he wrote that. But I just heard this the other day in a lecture by a quantum physicist, that if you can change the slide that you have in there and put a new slide in, that your body has to respond. That's what they're finding. I'm talking about physical stuff now, but even stuff that has to do with money or anything, it's the same thing, because what's happening is your body is responding, the cells and everything's responding, and it's putting out a signal for something different, and then that thing has to be attracted to you, but it takes what? Practice, because we are so conditioned to the outside. So I trust and know that this month, as we elevate ourselves in this idea of that we're wholeness, that wholeness is a principle of life, and it is the truth of who we are, and that principle and that truth is present in everything, in our finances, in our health, in the way we express ourselves, in the people that we love, in the love of ourselves, of course, first of all, that we can express that and just let that flow, like this says, that we won't be able to stop, but creating better lives for ourselves, no matter what we're experiencing physically. It has to change eventually. It has to. So, yeah. So let's do the song one more time before we close. I want to just do it. Come on up, Luis. The mantra. And really this time, let it sing to your cells, all right? And I'm going to use the word God. If you don't like that word separate, use another word. I don't really care, but I'm going to use it. So, and I think we have it memorized by now, right? Maria, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Follow you.
There's only one life. That life is
God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only
one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now.
There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now.
And so I know that is the truth of my being. I know that for each and every person here. And so it is. If you turn the air conditioner up just a little back there, it's Ron or somebody that knows how, not somebody that doesn't know how, because it can be a mess. It would really be appreciated. Thank you. I think it went off.
May we all be happy. May we all be free. May we all realize our divinity. May we all be led from darkness into light and forgive easily. And love and be loved, love and be loved unconditionally. Prema, 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 prema. Everything's getting better now. Now everything is better. Everything's getting better now. Now everything is better. Everything's getting better now. Now everything is better. Everything's getting better now. Now. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. Wow, I was thinking when Rita said that line in the play, it really hit me in a new way, and I saw the play with her. So sometimes we're just wet, man. Sometimes we're just wet, and we're not a mess. And that's what I think is the most powerful thing we can remember. I have to admit that this topic last month was prosperity, which I absolutely love, and continue to love. 2 more Thursdays, we'll see you there. But it was interesting, when I entered this world of wholeness and this thing of health, I went immediately to physicality, that health, and I started to, lack of a better word, what's the word? Obsess. And I'm going to be very honest, because you know how I am. I over-medicated. And not the media in the political world, but I went into the world of healing. And you can medicate over that as well. It is endless. And at first I was so excited. Look at this, look at that, look at this, look at that. And then I became extremely overwhelmed. And I went, oh my God, you've got to be kidding. There's all this information coming out and everyone thinks they're right. Everyone thinks they're right. They've got a thing for this and a thing for that and steps and I just was dizzy. And I thought to myself, I don't know how I can do this talk tomorrow because I could do actually a week-long workshop on health. And I know you guys don't want me to do a week-long workshop on health, at least today. So it kind of kicked my spiritual butt, to be really honest with you, because I went away for a moment from what I believed. What I knew to be the truth of my being. And I started thinking to myself, no wonder everybody's so confused because everyone's looking for the newest treatment, the newest this, the newest that, and the whole time. And then they get into the condemning battle wars. I was reading this beautiful, and listen, let me tell you something. If this comes off negative about vegans, I'm sorry, because it's not. But I was in this beautiful article just resonating. And I thought, yeah, she's onto it. I'm aligning with this. This is something we can talk about. And then at the end of the beautiful journey, she said, would you eat your dog or cat? And then she got into the vegan world with me. And I wrote this beautiful lady and I said, man, you had me at hello. And you lost me with eating my dog and cat. And I love you. But I thought to myself, what are we listening to? And I know that people are watching, please, don't get me on the vegan thing, because it's not about that. It's about the fact that I was on a journey. And then I felt condemned, and then I felt not good because I just ate a hamburger, and all the stuff that went with it, and I'm all for that. Anyway, I'm just justifying that I said that. So anyway, but I can see the addiction that we have with the things that we are listening to. And let me tell you right out the bat, the only thing you need to listen to, the only thing is what you hear here on Sundays. I mean, no, what you hear within your inner self. Oh, no. I'm in enough trouble. Trust me, I will be getting the emails. I can feel them coming now. And I respected you until I heard the word hamburger. So then I became more confused, if that's possible. Then I said, well, let me talk about faith healers. That'll be interesting. That's a way to go. Oh my God. 500 million people are within these arenas. And I'm going to tell you, I just wanted to weep with all sincerity. Because I'm thinking to myself, and then they were saying, there's a documentary about it, and then I started getting deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole, and then all of a sudden these people were going, help me, and then Lourdes, they brought up Lourdes, going there for the water, and I went, oh my God, my brothers and sisters, we're going so far away from the truth of who we are, and all of the power that Rita was so eloquently speaking of. I had a friend she's researching some of and if you've ever had any kind of disease, you want to research it to some degree. But I want to repeat, to some degree, it became a full-time job. And you're going deeper and deeper and deeper into the condition. And deeper into this is what this is, and then balance it with that. And then if you start to feel this, then and how could you not be stressed? And stress is the number one cause of the disease. The disease is caused from the stress. So exactly. So I thought, so what is the answer? And then I saw in this documentary they were going to Lourdes, and they interviewed him, and they said, and they're touching the walls, and that's good too. Man, I was raised Catholic. St. Bernadette's my girl. But I'm going to tell you something. They were touching it, and they went up to this gentleman, and they said, do you believe that a miracle is going to happen today? No. Then my question is, so why are you here? But and then he said, no, I believe this is what God gave me. And then I'm also going here today to maybe that God will forgive me. And you know me, I start funny, but I'm always going to cry. So if you guys want to get to know me, this is probably what's going to happen. I felt so lost for a moment, because I thought to myself, wow, everyone's looking for this miracle, and we are the miracle. And so they said, well, out of 7,000 documented cases at Lourdes, only 67 have been verified, or whatever you want. You know how you verify a miracle? You got up and walked, man. What do I need? I don't need paperwork. I'm healed. And the healing that I realized was the healing that, I love this. At the end of my confusion and overwhelm and all of this, I just took a deep breath and I said, oh, I'm right back to where I started. It's about your belief. The end of the story. I wish I could give it more of a parade and more color and more humor, which I will probably do, but it's really that simple. And then we ask ourselves, well then, why does a healing didn't take place in so-and-so, my loved one? And I say, how do you know it didn't? Healing is a very, very broad thing. It's so big. It's so wonderful. And so I thought, I need some humor, so naturally, I got this wonderful, you can't see it, but it was a joke that was sent. And it had a spiritual fair. Have you ever been to one? You know those spiritual fairs, they have all the different modalities. And the first one is past life readings. And the line is going so far around the block that you'll be hours getting into the past life reading. And then over on the other one is the future telling. Lines are going crazy at this spiritual fair. And then the one in the middle, meditation. Present moment, anyone? No one's in line. No one's in line. And my knowing, for at least me, the only way a healing will take place is in the present moment. We can't get around it. There's no way around it. We must, for me, I must stay present to the wholeness that Rita was talking about. I must stay present to that power that I am. I must stay present. And then what happens when I start to go off and get medicated? What happens? Then I just stop. Stop it. And say, no, what do I remember? We came here fully prepared to face anything. Any diagnosis, anything. So, I know, it just gets crazy, doesn't it? The body is made of energy, and when enough cells are in chaos, we feel it as a disease. There we go. We're just wet for a moment, man. But we make it more because the more I listen and the more I hear and the more I balance and the more... And then I hear people, and this is my last I hear people. Because I don't actually hear people, but well, actually that's not true either. But I hear people going on and they will tell me, oh, Patrick, I've done some excellent research. And they'll tell me, I am talking to doctors when I hear this. And they're not doctors, but they could be. And then they look at me kind of like that, like guilt look when you look at a minister type feel. You know, it's like, then they look and they go, but I prayed too, as kind of a side note. But I also went in and remembered who I was. Oh, yeah, I prayed. I did meditation too. But boy, the power of the feeling, we talked about this last week, the feeling that was in the research. And I was like going, wow, they are actually letting me know how certain they are of that. And then, by the way, I did your thing too. And this is my invitation to all of us. That we start there. We start with the wholeness. We start with good. We start with the power. We start with the energy. We feel it. We get in bed with it. We make love with it. It doesn't matter. It is the very essence of who we are. And as we continue to do that, as we continue to breathe that and say, yes, breathe me, then a healing will take place. And it may be, but it didn't happen right now. Oh, no. Keep breathing, man. Keep making love with the divine. Yes, we talk about sex here at Centers for Spiritual Living, Kauai. Sensuality, intimacy with spirit. We're not taught that, at least I wasn't. Intimacy with spirit. It is time to get intimate with this power that can just do anything. And as I speak to you right now, I can feel it. I can feel it because I don't care what anybody thinks of me feeling it. That's how powerful it can be. These are the things I ask myself after all my confusion. I said, Spirit, what do I need to know through me as me? And it says, what do you believe? Not what does everybody around you believe? What does the media believe? Not what the computer, all your internet believes? And then the big one. Get ready, folks. What do we deserve? This is the healing questions. How much can we get ready for the F word? Forgive. You want to heal? We want to heal? Forgive. Woo! After that's all done, there ain't nothing left. Yes, I did just do that. That's when I used to smoke, by the way. How much can we accept? How much can we let go of that's causing the blockage, that's causing the disease to begin with? And how much can we love ourselves through the dis-ease to the other side of wholeness, which it can only be found inside? And then my last one, how much love are we willing to give? So what do we believe? What do we deserve? How can we forgive? How can we accept this? How much can we just let go of? And it seems like that's difficult. It's no more difficult than all your research. This is much quicker. When I did this, it was much quicker than the hours that I spent on the internet being bombarded with what I thought was new energy, which was just zapping mine. And not because it wasn't powerful. I was allowing my soul to be sipped. I was allowing my soul to be sipped. And we are overflowing with this power. Woo! Isn't it grand? To know all the time that we were the metaphysicians. That's who we are now. Doesn't matter what it is. There's no big or small in the mind that maketh all. Does that feel good? Yeah. Because you look stunned. Just a FYI, just from my visions here. So I'm going to end you with a wonderful quote. And I'd love to tell you who did it, but I don't care. They're all just one quote at the end of the day. Energy healing is about the whole person, not just the ailment. I love that word ailment, by the way. I haven't heard it since my mother. What's your ailment? Every part of you is connected. Every part of you. Even when there is a separation at hand, you are still connected. And that pain that you might be feeling is only a cry. I'm going home. I want to go home to wholeness. That's all pain is. So next time you feel it, you go, ow, just say, we're going home. We're going home. You are a whole being and all your organs are interdependent. Energy healing accepts that your body, mind, and soul are inseparable. I think we got it. Once again, I love you. I am so honored to be on this journey with you, beside you. Sometimes ahead of you, sometimes behind you. But we're always together. Namaste.
All right. As Maria gets ready for our gratitude song, this is our time of gratitude. This is our time of giving. This is our time of giving, keeping the circle of giving and receiving going. Thank you so much in advance from Center for Spiritual Living Kauai for the donations that you give here every month. They are assisting us in going forward and expansion. And including our beautiful new vision for what is our next step, which we're working on. So, and know that whatever you give here, 10% of it goes out into the world and 5% of it goes to our expansion fund. So you know that. So 85% goes to our operating budget and the other 15% does something else. So
there's no longer a building fund.
It's called an expansion fund now. Yay. Okay, so let's read the beautiful affirmation in the program. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth, knowing my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, my life and the world, and so it is.
Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. My abundant, my abundant, my abundant life. My abundant, my abundant, my abundant life.
And so what I know right here and right now is that I'm grateful, so grateful for the beautiful abundance in this basket and in this room. Knowing that this beautiful giving that has transpired today goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless not just Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, but this world and each and every life here. So I'm grateful for that. I just bless it and I let it go as we affirm together. And so it is.
There we go. I also got another message while I was sitting over there that I said, well, I'm watching. I'm thinking, who's talking to me? So I do hear voices, by the way. And it was Doreen and Doug are watching from the Big Island. And I didn't mention them. So all of a sudden I could just hear them going, they didn't mention me. I told them I was going to be here. There you go. Aloha. You are magnificent.
All right. Do we have some kids, George? We have two.
Is that Malia? And
Hi, Malia.
Who's that hiding?
Oh, she's smiling. Hi, honey. Wow. Hi, Alana. And George. Be careful of the speaker, George. George.
All right. And then we did some Play-Doh, and then we did some pictures, and she wants to talk. No, I won't make her talk. She's pretty shy. and she worked with Play-Doh, and very nice. Great kids. Great kids.
Thank you, George. Let's give them their blessing. You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent. And we love you. Woo! And we love you too, George. Yes, we do. Thank you. What a gift to be able to work with our kids. Thank you, George. Thank you, Janice. All right. So practitioners that are going to serve today. Beautiful Reverend Diane and beautiful Dr. Peggy and beautiful Stephanie and beautiful Rob back there. Malia, are you serving today? Okay, great. So if anything has touched you today, what? Did I miss somebody else? No. If anything has come up for you today that you would like a word of truth spoken for you, this is our modality of healing. If you don't already know it, it's called spiritual mind treatment, and it moves energy, and that's what they'll be doing for you, knowing the truth for you by contemplating that truth and speaking it into law. So here we go. So thank you for serving today, ladies.
I did find
Rob.
it. If you were thinking I was checking my text while we were doing this, but I found something that I wanted to read based on... No, listen. No, it's very important, Doctor.
Okay.
It's very important because this is what Ernest Holmes had to say about of us as metaphysicians and practitioners. So I want you all to hear this too.
Oh, yeah.
You are doctors to the mind, wise spiritual counselors. Your work in this field is as legitimate as any physician or surgeon. Let the dignity of your profession be an outstanding attribute of your work. You have much to offer the medical world, and the medical world has much to offer us when we walk hand in hand. There you have it. You are a practitioner.
Thank you.
There you go. Just saying. I'm just getting downloads. Who knows what will happen before we leave?
Okay. Let's go ahead and sing our closing song. Let's all get up.
Let's get up on our feet. Do you need
Oh.
My good is my God. My God is my good. All the good there is belongs to me. My good is my God. My God is my good. All the good I see belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. My good is my God. I have all I'll ever need. My good is my God.
So what I know right here and right now is our good is our God. That God within each of us, that power, that light, that source, that energy is good. It is life. It is health. It is strength. It is prosperity. It is all that is good. And I give thanks for that and thanks for this time we've had together today to know more about that. I'm so grateful. And for everyone who served today that made this possible, to Charles for doing the announcement, to the Malama team, Emma, Sue, and Melissa, to Stephanie for being our practitioner of the day, and all the beautiful, amazing practitioners standing up here now that are ready to serve. I give thanks for Rob for live streaming and bringing this word out into the world, and to Jonathan Leet for making sure we're heard, to Roseanne for running such a beautiful bookstore, to our hospitality team, Ron Stover, and whoever's helping him today, and also to the flowers that just miraculously appeared today from Loya and Peter and Arlena. Thank you so much for beautifying the center, and for Maria Christina and Louise for sharing music today, and for Charles and Roseanne who are back there counting that beautiful abundance for CSL Kauai, and to all our off-island people and contributors and lovers out there, thank you, and to everybody here for being here today. I'm so grateful, and I'm so grateful again for this time we've had together, and knowing that it has edified us and lifted this planet at the same time as we go forth from here in peace and love and prosperity as we affirm together, and so it is. What a mouthful.
My good is my God. My God is my good. All the good there is belongs to me. My good is my God. My God is my good. All the good I see belongs to me. That's my truth with a capital T. It's all about living free. My good is my God. My good is my God. I have all I'll ever need. My good is my God. My good is my God.